Welcome to Hardcourt Sports Channel.
Side pass deflected, another steal. Man to George, George to finish, shots good, and one. And a chance for a three-point play. Cameron Payne, blocked by Beverly. Kennard, outlet to George, Nader in pursuit, a bump.
Here is the Los Angeles Clippers official lineup for the 2021-2022 NBA season. First on the list, Eric Bledsoe, point guard, 6'1", 214 pounds, with the last season's averages, 12.2 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 3.8 assists per game. Next on the list, Nicholas Batum, guard forward, 6'8", 230 pounds, with the last season's averages, 8.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game. Next on the list, Paul George, small forward, 6'8", 220 pounds, with the last season's averages, 23.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game. Next on the list, Harry Giles III, center, 6'11", 240 pounds, with the last season's averages, 2.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 0.8 assists per game. Next on the list, Isaiah Hartenstein, center, 7 feet, 250 pounds, with the last season's averages, 5.1 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per game. Next on the list, Serge Ibaka, power forward, 6'10", 235 pounds, with the last season's averages, 11.1 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. Next on the list, Reggie Jackson, point guard, 6'2", 208 pounds, with the last season's averages, 10.7 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game. Next on the list, Luke Kennard, shooting guard, 6'5", 206 pounds, with the last season's averages, 8.3 points, 2.6 rebounds, and 1.7 assists per game. Next on the list, Kawhi Leonard, small forward, 6'7", 225 pounds, with the last season's averages, 24.8 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game. Next on the list, Terrence Mann, shooting guard, 6'5", 215 pounds, with the last season's averages, 7.0 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. Next on the list, Marcus Morris Sr., small forward, 6'8", 218 pounds, with the last season's averages, 13.4 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 1.0 assists per game. Next on the list, Jaden Scrubb, shooting guard, 6'5", 220 pounds, with the last season's averages, 8.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 0.3 assists per game. Next on the list, Justice Winslow, forward guard, 6'6", 222 pounds, with the last season's averages, 6.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.9 assists per game. Next on the list, Brandon Boston Jr., shooting guard, 6'6", 188 pounds, with the summer league's averages, 13.0 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per game. Next on the list, Keon Johnson, shooting guard, 6'4", 185 pounds, with the summer league's averages, 8.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. Next on the list, Jason Preston, point guard, 6'3", 181 pounds, with the summer league's averages, 9.0 points, 2.6 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game. And last on the list, Ivica Zubac, center, 7 feet, 240 pounds, with the last season's averages, 9.0 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 1.3 assists per game. With the Los Angeles Clippers head coach, Tyronn Lue.
3% in the series. George connects again. Paul George from downtown. And then They switch. Payne, for some reason, goes under, and Paul George just rises.
Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.